I've now posted to 4 groups already.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to part 3 of our Designers Chat series on designing a GTO. We got a little bit of work done last night. Kidding, we got 4 hours worth of work done last night. That was a long show, but that was fun. So we're going to kind of pick up where we left off yesterday and try to get as much as the GTO done today as possible. Joining me on the panel tonight will be Charles Daring.
Howdy, Dave.
The one and only Charles Daring. And
a lot of people are probably glad there's only one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
2 of you would be bad.
Well, there is. I have a twin, but every time I tell people that there's 2 of you, sorry, back to you.
But I was going to say, if you want to go ahead and tell them where to find you, your website.
woodenvision.com. Made for and sponsored by Harneal Media, which is Steve Nealon, specializes in maker websites. And I'm also partnered with bearwood.com. And I have some patterns on their website that are exclusive to only their website. So if you want to check that out. On Facebook, go by These Charles Daring. Instagram, The Charles Daring. YouTube, Charles Daring Scroll. Back to you, Lee.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right. I'm just popped over to the YouTube chat page. I'm going to pop it out real quick so I can see it too, just in case.
In case I slept.
Yeah.
Can't be having that.
Just give me, there's 4 watching now. Okay.
Yeah.
We went up
start blowing in.
Okay. I don't know why I'm not seeing it right now. But there it is.
Okay. Well, I'll not babysit. I'll monitor the chat if you want to. Well,
I like to do the pop-out chat so I can see what's going on, just in case. All right. So, when last we left off yesterday, we were working on the GTO. We had just about finished the grill, and where we need to focus today is the tires, the mirror, all of that. So we're going to open up Gimp here and get started. I'm looking over at the chat. I see Tracy Keaton's here tonight with us again. Hello, Tracy. Well, Charles is on the panel, so I don't need to say hi to him. And who else is over there? I don't know.
And your audio just went gargly again.
It's because I'm not facing the camera. Let me see. Hello.
Or watching now. Hello to all whoever is out there. Or while he's working on his audio issues, he is using Gimp. It is a free program called, you can get it at gimp.org, GIMP.org. This is not necessarily a 100% full-fledged tutorial, but he will probably tell you what he's doing as he does it. But sometimes it's when you're not used to flat out teaching how you do something, it's hard to remember to say, I'm clicking on such and such a tool, this and that. So if you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the watch page, and I will let them know what your questions are.
All right. So what I did is I came in here and I went to my desktop and opened up Gimp.
Your audio is still very gargly, I'm sorry to tell you.
I don't know why.
Me neither. We'll just look at the pretty dog while you work on it.
Hello?
Hello. Still gargly. Yep.
Is it any better now?
You got to do a longer sentence.
Test.
Slightly gargly still.
I don't know why.
that could get annoying to the viewers, but I can't say I can talk while you're doing the thing because I don't know everything you're doing. Nope. And when you ask, you got to do a longer sentence because it's hard to tell with just one word sometimes. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Hold on a second. I think I can get this.
Okay, you sounded good there. So whatever you just did, don't undo it.
How's this?
Very good. Don't touch a thing.
All right. It might freak out. Like if I go into screen share, let's see. It might be that when I go into screen share, it freaks out.
I hope that's not the case. Otherwise, it could be a very boring show.
I wasn't doing it yesterday.
So far, it's not doing it.
All right.
All right.
First thing I did is I went here and I opened up Gimp from my desktop. On the desktop, I have a scroll saw folder, which I keep all my scroll saw stuff in. And under my patterns, I have them all labeled. This one, the one I'm looking for is in transportation, cars, then requested cars, 65 GTO. Now, I have two versions of the GTO now because JC didn't like when I made the mirror rounded off and took all more of the detail out of it. So
she's so picky, I know.
I have two different versions. I got the simplified mirror version, and then I got this version. So, oh, actually, hold on a second. This doesn't look good. This did not save the way I wanted it to. That is not good. Nope. We might have to do a.
You just went gurgly.
We might have to do a little plastic surgery.
Yep, and audio surgery.
What's it bad again?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We're just rolling right along so far. Okay, monitor the chat. Okay, you haven't talked, so I don't know if you're gurgly or not.
Alright, the first thing I'm doing is I'm fixing this mirror. I had to do a little surgery. So, there we go.
Okay, do you mind telling folks what tools you're using? And in other words, every thought you have, can you say it out loud? I
Yeah.
know it's hard to do if you're not used to outright teaching.
What I did is I had two different versions of the car that I saved. One version had the mirror with the other stuff here, and the other one had just a round circle. But when I took away this detail, it didn't look right. So I put it back in the way it was, but I had to copy and paste it into it on the layer. So I used the lasso tool to copy it from the one layer and then pasted it onto the new layer. And in order to paste it onto the new layer, I went to Edit, Paste As, and a new layer. And if you want to use the lasso tool and make a shape, for instance, if you want to do something like this, and then if you go, since you want to paste into that circle, you could go to Edit, Paste Into, and then it would go right into there. Whatever shape you have, it will go right in that shape. I'm just trying to drag this to the right position.
All right, we've got John LaCourse. Be happy woodworking. Hello, John.
Hi, John.
And for some reason, Tracy says she needs to see your computer screen. I don't know what she means by that.
Her computer screen or my computer screen?
She says, I need to see your computer screen, meaning yours. You mean his, like, desktop? Like, where all his icons are? You might want to talk a little bit, Sparky.
Well, I'm just looking at something really quick. I'm looking because I thought I had already done these lines, but apparently not. I guess I didn't do this part yet. I thought I did. But that's okay. I can do it. No big deal. All right. Okay. Tracy wanted me to work on the mirror today, so that's what I'm going to do. Why did she want to see my desktop?
I don't know. She said you wanted to see your computer screen. I guess she means desktop. All right, we got Florence Leedy. Oh, she's saying we do not see Lee's screen. Oh, now they're saying there you go, so I guess they see it now.
Okay.
Now we can see what he is doing. See, I guess you weren't screen sharing or something.
I don't know why, but I think I am now.
Well, at least I can see your screen. But again, not to tell you how to do your show, but as the audience grows, you may want to tell people what you're doing and what tools you're using and stuff. And sorry to say that live on the air. I don't know how to let you know privately. Because I know you're used to just showing people while you're doing it. But if anybody's watching for the first time, saying what you're doing specifically lets people. There's old Katie
Right.
just showed up. Oh, she said the camera was fixed on me. And that's not a bad problem, Tracy. Just throwing that out there.
Yes, it is. Oops. I went for it. That's how I had one for you today, Charles. All right. Okay. So what I did is this car, for some reason, when I saved it last night, I had to save two different versions of it because I took too much information off of this mirror, and then it didn't look right. So I had to save two different versions of the car, and then when I saved it, for some reason, the version that I saved did not save correctly. So a lot of the stuff we did yesterday did not save. So you see these are two different layers. Knew I did that line. Alright. That's the correct one. Okay, first things first is I want to work on the mirror. So I need to decide what part of this mirror I want to keep and get rid of. I'm going to keep this outside, obviously, but I'm thinking that let's see, it's being a pain again. Filter. The problem I'm running into at the moment is I need to figure out what layer that's on. There, it's on the top layer. Okay, so it's on that. This is the layer with the mirror. So as long as we're on that layer and it's highlighted, we should be able to work on it. Okay, so in order to make the paintbrush tool bigger, we're going to go to Windows, Tool Options, and change this to a bigger circle. We can go in here and just clean up the mirror. So right now I'm just going in here and I'm using the paintbrush tool to come in here and clean this up. I'm thinking that probably need something.
Be happy he's going to go walk his dog.
Alright, yeah, this is kind of what I'm doing right now is I'm just cleaning up this mirror. And as I said, I'm just using my paintbrush tool to do this. I'm just trying to decide what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. Charles, I keep hearing you click.
I'm not clicking. I'm moving my chair every now and then.
Was it some? Maybe. Do you have like the sound on?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Is it me clicking? I think it's you in the background.
Sounds like you clicking every time you do something with the tool.
Either that was a click.
Well, yeah, I am typing a little bit. I'm multitasking with my sponsor. Do you have? I'm curious because somebody else might want to know. Do you have a circle tool?
I do, but the reason I'm not using it is because I tried that last night to make it look, and if you take away too much of the detail, it doesn't look right.
All right.
Tracy didn't want it to look like that.
And Tracy says, "Yeah, Lee, it's your clicking," and she said it's chrome, so it should be kind of shiny, or have that extra shadow showing that it is indeed round. Maybe you can. Never mind. I'm thinking out loud, and I don't want to tell you how to do your own design, so never mind.
What's up?
I was going to recommend the lower quarter of that mirror to the right of where it hooks to the mirror. Make that a cutout, and that would add shadow to the lower portion of that mirror. But yeah, that's what I would do. But you would have to disconnect it from where the top of the car door window slot comes into the mirror, though. That's just what I would do, and I shouldn't have said that because it's your design and your method.
You mean like that?
Well, that whole section from where the arm of the mirror comes out all the way up to that first line on the right, about the 2 o'clock position. Yeah, from there all the way down to, just make that whole section black. To me, that shows dimension, but I haven't seen it zoomed out or anything like that. But that's just a suggestion. And that might have been what Tracy meant when she said having that extra shadowing. Show that it is indeed round. Okay, apparently my chat froze up. I had to. And Katie Dotson says the mirror was round before the Ford driver shot at it. Know what Mom knows. Shelly Cole, hello. She says, hi, all, just stopping in to give my thumbs up and support here. Busy doing edits for the announcement tonight about the Sawdust Challenge. And then it's just casual conversation from there.
Thank you, Shelly. She's very busy tonight, so thank you, Shelly. You mean something like...
What you did, you could have gotten away with that, but you could also get away with this as long as you disconnect it from where the window bottom comes into the mirror. That way it's not a brittle spot. That's just, and I'm sorry for interjecting my thoughts into it.
You mean, hang on.
Now, I can only speak for me, but for things like that, looking at the source photo while you're working on the pattern gives you a better idea of the shape of the shadows and stuff like that. But that was just a suggestion, and I'm sorry if I pushed my way in down there. But if you zoom out, you'll see it looks like it's obviously got a shadow in it now. That bridge you just made was a good one. I don't know why you undid it, but that's just my opinion.
It was too big. I'm gonna go smaller.
Yeah, you may have to make another one on the other side of the arm where the round part goes into the arm. Or actually, never mind. I'll let you do it. It's your pattern. I'm thinking out loud too much. Sorry about that.
I'm going to zoom out once and see how it looks. It's not bad.
Look, sorry, I'm multitasking. Not bad at all. Tracy's suggestion would be to get rid of the black part and just put that crescent moon line on the inside towards the car on the mirror itself. Okay. So, whatever you want to do.
What?
I guess where you have the black, I guess she's just saying do a crescent moon shape. I'm not real sure.
I'm not really sure either. Not sure what that meant. Crescent moon shape. Unless she means like try something.
And Katie Dodson agreed with her. The women get together and we can't win. I'm kidding, kidding, kidding.
I don't know what she means. I really. I can't see the chat, so you're gonna have to ask her.
I'm slow on the chat because I'm multitasking. Last thing there that I see is Katie Dodson saying she agrees with Tracy, but I haven't seen anything after that. I have to keep refreshing because chat doesn't like to refresh.
You notice something?
But I like the way that looks. That's just me, but it's not up to me.
For a minute there, I thought that the part that I did yesterday got deleted. I would have been so mad.
Jeff Robinson saying, does anyone want to join the Three Stooges in Houston on April 13th through 15th? I guess I'm one of the Stooges. I don't know who the other two are. I guess Jeff would be one of them. I don't know.
Hey, if someone wants to pay for my way, I'll go. I'd love to go to Houston. Mainly because I get to meet Charles.
Aw.
I can finally meet her in person. I've met pretty much everybody in the Scrollsoft community now that designer-wise that were like inspirations to me, except for Charles.
I've actually met very few because I went to the Atlanta woodworking show, but I haven't been to a Scrollsaw specific show, and I wish I could.
I met Rick twice. Rick is
not
awesome.
met Rick yet.
Rick, I met with you twice. We were in the same hotel, so we had breakfast together each day. And then I met Steve a few times now. So I met him a couple of times. So probably 3-4 times now. Something like that. Okay.
if this show wasn't in Houston, I don't know if I could go or not because of the crap I went through going to Atlanta. That's just my own personal thing. Refreshing the chat because nothing has happened since I last looked at it.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by aggressive.
No, your audio went gargly again. I cannot get freaking YouTube to stay working. Jeff, that's probably because the picture he got it from might have been a hot rod or performance website or photograph taker. He's saying the tires don't look like they go with the period. They look like lowriders, but you know, that's just the risk you take with vehicle patterns.
It's also because I made them a certain way. They had tried on them before, but I took that off. Okay, is it still garbled?
Yep.
Darn it.
It ain't one thing, it's another. Yeah, I've definitely found that problem with vehicle patterns, especially the older vehicles. You find so many people souping them up that it's hard to find period accurate pictures.
Just fine.
Right before the show started, I dropped my Dr. Pepper, so I have to open it slowly.
Open with caution.
That'd be one heck of a blooper, at least audio-wise.
Charles soaks himself in Dr. Pepper. Funny.
Yeah, your audio's still gargly, and I'm not doing that to rub it in, just telling you.
Yeah, well, there's not much I can do about it. Is it terrible?
Not right now. Now it sounds okay.
Alright, so right now I'm just cleaning up, putting this black back on this line. I'm going to do the outside of the line, I'm going to select.
And you went back to gargled.
Like this white on the outside.
Yes, that makes sense, Jeff. I wish Katie could go too, but she doesn't love us enough to travel. Who are the Three Stooges, Jeff? I know me and you are two of them, I guess.
Larry, Curly, and Moe.
No, he talked about Three Stooges going to Houston. I don't know if he means me, him, and his wife, or me, him, and somebody else.
I'm gonna go to Atlanta next year because a certain someone offered would give me housing for the weekend. Huh. This isn't working. Oh, I see.
Oh, Russ Meadows is the third stooge.
Yeah,
I've met Russ Meadows. He's a great guy.
that seems about right.
And Tracy says that would be awesome. I assume she's referring to you going to Atlanta next year.
Because she's the one that offered. I didn't want to get the magazine out to more shows. So it's so expensive.
She says, I sure wish Charles would come too. And I went last year, but financially and anxiety wise, I can't do it this year. I mean, if I could do it financially, I'd consider it. Because I fought the anxiety before, but it won me over mid to late day Saturday of that weekend and screwed me up.
You talking about Atlanta?
Yeah. I'll never say never, but financially is usually what stops me. Anxiety usually is, but I'm trying to fight it. Well, Tracy, if you'll pay my way next year, I'll be more than happy to consider it very seriously. Yeah, four watching and 6 thumbs ups. What was that?
You might have to share the couch at Tracy's.
Me and you share the couch. I barely heard it because you're gargly, but there ain't no way in heck I'm doing that.
I was kidding.
Even my audio coming through your speakers is gargled.
I don't know what to do. How gurgled? Is it really bad?
At times, yes.
All right, I'm gonna zoom out now. See how we're doing. How's that look, Charles? Yeah.
Looks so delicious, but if it's for Tracy, it's actually what she thinks that matters.
Yeah, I wish you could explain her custom name more.
And there again, I'm always referring to because I'm using the source photo, then I have that to go off of. But
Alright. So what I did is I used the last one tool when I made the points. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to fix this line. As soon as I figure out what layer I'm on. Which is this. We go to
Tracy said she put in her 2 cents, but you're the artist, and I'm getting a bad echo when I talk. I'm hearing myself through your speakers. And she said that is just a straight hinge handle with a button. And I'm going to wait till the echo's fixed before I continue. Katie, I think I'm still getting the echo. Katie, I think it was all of us that really liked banjo picking. But I saw that Mean Mary you were talking about. I went looking at a bunch of videos last night, or this morning. And I'm sorry I had to leave so quickly last night. I'm only garbled because I'm coming through his speakers echoed, unless you're saying while I'm talking live, I'm garbled.
I don't hear it.
I hear League being garbled, and when I echo out of his speakers, I hear garbled, but not when I'm actually talking. Of course, I can't hear myself.
Alright. I'm going to make this paintbrush bigger.
And for any of those that are going to Atlanta, I'm still coming through your speakers. Jeff Robinson is saying Javier is parking his trailer at Dave's house. I guess it means Dave Gatton. And driving to the show. And Javier will be going to Atlanta this year. Is Tracy saying? Katie is saying, Charles, I love Mean Mary. Did you get a chance to watch the other videos I sent you? If you sent them to me, I watched them, but I didn't know you sent me anymore. But I watched a bunch that I can't repeat. But I watched the, I can't remember what they're called, but it's Rodney Crowell and Vince Gill singing It's Hard to Kiss the Lips of the Person Who Chewed My Blank All Day. Yeah, I saw that. That's funny. But I think they don't have a lot of funny songs out. I don't know.
Okay. So right now I'm just working on this line. Here I'm going to...
Very gurgly, almost impossible to hear you. And I'm coming through your speakers loud and clear, but not clear. Gurgled. Yeah, Notorious Cherry Bombs is what she's talking about. Yeah, I'm coming through your speakers, so it's adding to the hell.
All right, the next part I want to do, I'm going to come up here and select this. Put the lasso tool. I'm going to go to this, switch it to white on top. I'm sorry, black on top, white on the bottom. All right, next I'm going to select invert. I want to go to the white on top.
Okay. Refreshing the chat, see if anything else has been said. Yes, it froze up again. Yes, Charles is coming through Lee's speakers, actually garbling through Lee's speakers. Yep, that's what I was saying. Tracy's son will be with her in Georgia, and he is home from college for spring break. Yay. I have one of my stepdaughters had a birthday yesterday, turned 15. My daughter turned 20 the day before that.
The next thing I want to do is take my lasso tool. I'm going to fix this line here. And then I'm just going to use the white on top and fill it in. Right now I'm just painting this line back in here.
Tracy says, "Thank goodness for your arms." I was multitasking, so I have no clue what she's talking about, but I'm gonna relay the comments. Russia's casual talk is why I'm not saying anything or repeating it.
That's fine. I'm just finishing up the line. I'm working my way up to a different fender here. Alright. So the line I'm working on right now is the line that's going across, which will eventually come up here by the hood. It's this line right here.
And Jeff is saying I could be Katie's long lost son, which would suck because I always flirt with Katie, but actually I'm 47, but that's close enough. Mommy, send me some money. Yeah.
She'll probably tell you, get a job.
Yeah.
Anything like my parents. Over 15, go get a job. Get it yourself.
I know you're only messing with me, but I'd give anything to be able to work a normal job. But I know that's
I mean,
where
like,
we're going.
You said if she was your parent now, so she'd probably just tell you to get a job. That's what most parents say.
Yeah, it took years for my dad to understand my panic disorder until he witnessed it happening. Then from then on, he understood. Most people that don't know anybody with it or don't have it or have never witnessed it don't really understand it, so I get that.
Well, I wasn't saying you. I was just saying in general. Parents usually tell their kids, go get a job. I remember my first job. I worked for Dairy Queen. Never again. Okay. So right now I'm just working on this line as I was doing before. But right now I want to clean up the inside area. So I'm going to go to select. Right here at the top. Go to invert. Flip this to white on top, black on bottom. Shrink this down. I just want to go along the line. just enough. There we go. So deselect it. This lasso tool is kind of hard sometimes. You gotta be kind of dead on with it. Alright.
And of course, Katie's saying me being her son is a scary thought. And she says panic attacks and depression are often not understood by those who don't have any experience with it. Amen. She didn't say the amen part, I did.
I was waiting for her to tell you that.
Your audio is clear, by the way. I don't know what you did, but it's clear.
It's clear for right now until it goes bad again. I'm just gonna keep working on this line until I get it down to where I need it. You'll see where it goes. It goes down here on top of the headlight.
When I do headlights, I'm typically pretty minimal on the detail on them. I don't leave them white, but I'm definitely minimal.
Yeah, I'm not done with them yet. I just haven't.
Oh, I know. I'm just speaking on behalf of mine. Because it's such a small area, it's hard to get a lot of detail in there. At least not at a traditional cutting size. Jeff Robinson says, I've had a few panic attacks in my life. To me, it was like having a heart attack. That's probably a good thing to compare it to. The way I tell people, is that it's like somebody's holding a gun to your head. You know they're going to pull the trigger. You just don't know when. But the worst panic attacks, because anybody that feels fear, and I know that's not what the show is about, but when you feel fear, if you can justify why you're scared, it's easier to deal with. But if you scared and don't even know why, it makes it worse because you're fearing fear itself. Literally. Well, last night was about music. Tonight's about mental disorders.
We've covered the spectrum.
Yep, I'm sure we'll come up with more.
Yeah, and then after the show, I went and looked, and you were right. I did have like 94 subscribers, so I got a few more. What's up?
One of the places I posted one of the places I posted the link for the show. Somebody wrote click 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 click.
Ron, was it you?
No, it wasn't Ron.
Steve French.
Nope. I don't. Out of respect, I don't know if I should say the name, but I don't know if you would know the name. That way, they came out wrong.
I would know it if I heard it.
Yeah, but out of respect for him, I don't know. Well, he did post it publicly. It was Save Heart. Okay, checking the chat. Tracy Keaton referring to panic attacks. It's almost exactly like a heart attack. Most of the time, it feels like there's an elephant on your chest and you can't breathe. I have advice for people going through panic attacks, but I don't want to use the show for that because it might run some people off. So if anybody wants to know some pointers about how to get through a panic attack, write to me privately and I will tell you. I don't want to make the show about that. No offense. Although I'm the one that brought it up, I think.
Not lately, but Lindsay used to get panic attacks really bad.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Well, maybe my worst enemy. No.
Because she had PTSD for a long time.
To me, I don't know exactly what PTSD is. I mean, I know it's post-traumatic stress disorder, but to me, it's probably just about identical, but probably different in some ways. Depends on what gave you the PTSD, I guess. No, Jeff, he unplugged it before the show and then took the battery out. So he was asking why he didn't hear the beeping.
I killed it.
That's when you know somebody's been watching your show.
That's a regular watcher right there.
Yep. Went from a clicker to a beeper to, I wouldn't even say what you're doing is clicking. It's not as annoying as it used to be. Maybe I just gotten used to it. But you said you're on a laptop and the button makes noise, right?
Yeah. It's the keypad on the laptop.
Huh. So y'all do a GoFundMe, get him a new laptop. I'm kidding.
No, if you're going to do a GoFundMe, do a GoFundMe to get Charles to go out.
Well, then you got to GoFund for truckload of drugs. Legal drugs. for me to make the trip.
I like how you corrected that.
Well, 'cause I don't want to
Halfway through.
started. Yeah, breathing is one of the keys, Jeff. Slowly through your nose and out through your mouth, thinking of random numbers. If you're into praying, you pray because the idea is to get your mind off of the panic attack. It's not always easy. So even the act of praying is taking your mind somewhat off of the attack unless you're real far in. I've never felt chest pain, but I've definitely felt scared to half out of my butt. Anyway.
Yeah, Lindsay would get chest pain when she got hers.
And Tracy's saying we need to start a GoFundMe to get Charles that 30-inch Excelsior from King Canada. I will not argue with that, but I can't start it because people would say, you know, you GoFundMe for that. And
Let's
I
see
don't
if we
like
can
being looked down on.
Let's just call them and see if they'll let us borrow one. What do you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to give it back. I'd also
Feel
love to
like
have
we
it.
want, feel like we want one for our show.
Yeah, I'd love to have the Seiko, and Seiko will be in Houston. But like I was saying repeatedly last night, I'm too proud, and I can't come right out and ask for one. If they offer one, I'm not going to turn them down. But I don't feel right asking for one.
I'm pretty sure. I think Steve's going to be in Houston, so you might get to see Steve.
Yes, Steve will be in Houston. He bought his. He will be there. So I'm tickled to death about that.
If anybody watching over there in the chat is coming to Ohio, I'll let you know if you register before April 1st. Will be registered for a scroller gift basket. It has patterns, blades, blade holders, a yearly subscription digital to the magazine, and back issues of the magazine. So, and the only way you can be registered for that is to sign up by the 1st of April. And you can do that by going to the NEOS website, which is neosclub.wixsite.com/home. And all the information is there. And if anyone's wondering what vendors are coming at this point, I can tell you that there's a company coming by the name of Dow Lumber, which is our lumber company. PS Wood Machines is coming. RBI is coming. And Bruce Worthington will be there. He's doing a class, but he'll have his scroll saw pattern, or not his scroll saw pattern, his Intarsia pattern there for sale as well. There will be, I'm trying to think of what else. Scroller's Choice will be there, of course. I'm trying to think if I forgot anyone. I think that's everybody. But PS Woodman's Machines will be there. Dow Lumber, RBI will be there. And so if anyone has a hawk or wants to look at a hawk, they'll be there. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but PS Wood Machines has a scroll saw that they sell. The only difference with their scroll saw is that it's operates on the 5-speed operates on a pulley system, which is a little different.
I'd like to see that. I've never Never seen one. Just catching up on the chat. Tracy Keaton says, I swear I'm going to start a YouTube channel to give this type of support to YouTubers themselves. That's awesome, Tracy. And Jeff Robinson says, Tracy, you should. I would watch you.
What'd she say?
You asked what she said?
Yeah, she wants to start a YouTube page for what?
To give this type of support to YouTubers themselves. And you went gurgly again. I don't know about now, but you were for a second. You might just have crappy internet speed. Sometimes that's the kind of stuff that'll do it.
Yeah, that's probably good.
It's offered in my area is 10 megs. Or 10, I don't remember what it is, but 10 something.
They have Spectrum and they're just terrible, so could be why.
Yeah, your audio is good right now, though.
Yeah, it fluctuates, comes and it goes.
Yep.
I may have to plug back into the FireWire if it gets too bad. So, Charles, you got any plans for St. Patrick's Day?
No, it's just another day to me.
I'm working, so.
Tracy Keaton says, I think I would have to talk to you too about it. I would have to get a lot of backing from makers and the like, tool companies, manufacturers, blah, blah, blah. Talk to YouTube about it, I think is what she meant. Not talk to you, but talk to YouTube. I suck at getting, that's why you don't see me doing giveaways, because I'm not good at getting prizes or sponsors. Yes, I got a sponsor, but luckily they came to me. But I'm just being honest. I am terrible at selling myself, so to speak. She says, I have subbed so many people, I have subbed so many YouTubers over the years. It's not funny. I needed the information and did the research that I needed to do my own thing. I know firsthand how bad it can be. And Katie Dodson is back. Welcome back, Katie.
And Charles, you're terrible at selling yourself. Except when you go, you can get all my patterns over at woodenvisions.com.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's doing a good job of selling myself. I just say it.
And you're late for that. It's usually about every half an hour. Just kidding with you. Do you know if Bear Woods is watching?
I do not know. They have not said, but I'm talking to one of them right now. That's why I'm typing a lot, but it's more about business. So they would probably tell me if they were watching. I mean, the other one might be watching. I don't know. We do have 5 people watching and 6 thumbs ups. Yes, yes, Jeff, you're right. I have Harnell Media as a sponsor and Bearwood as a sponsor. Harnell Media does my website. And Dave Hart's here, so if you want to get on him for saying click, 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 there he is. Anyway.
With Hart? Okay. Dave, love you too.
Yeah, I had to be respectful of those sponsors, so I can't get into details about what's what, but they are both near and dear to me. Steve Nealon is Harnell Media, harnellmedia.com. He specializes in maker websites, but that's not all he does regarding websites. And he's very, very, very affordable. And Bearwood, I'm in love with them as well. Well, I say in love with him as well. Steve Nealon might be thinking I'm in love with him. You know what I mean, Steve. Anyway, oh, I had Tommy G tools back when I was turning, and I dropped the ball on that one as far as mentioning him as a sponsor, and then I got out of turning, so I really did him wrong on that, in my opinion. I don't know how he feels about it, but I don't feel right calling him a sponsor if I'm not showing his stuff and talking about him. But at one time, yes, I believe he was considered a sponsor, but hopefully he's forgiven me. I don't know. But he's a great guy. TommyGWorkshop.com. And Dave Hart said he just kidding. Love you guys. Love you too, Dave.
All good, Dave.
And Tracy Keaton saying he's a carver on YouTube, an absolute gem of a person. I don't know who you're talking about, Tracy. If you mean Tommy G is a great guy, but I didn't say anything else about anybody you were talking about. Tommy G is Tommy Gonzalez. He is an absolutely, sincerely great guy. He makes mid-size, medium-size, and full-size carbide cutting tools for lathe turning. For those that don't know, we have 7 watching now and 7 thumbs ups. Boom! And you have 2 more subscribers than you did last night.
All right.
Boom,
Thanks,
baby! You'll be hitting 20,000 here any day now.
Yeah, right. I wish.
I'm trying to think of where I'm sitting on. You're not supposed to care about this kind of crap, but I do look.
I care because I want. You
know, well, getting paid for YouTube. If you have good content and put content out a lot, and it's quality content, it comes. But I'm at 5,438, and it feels like it took an eternity to get there. But
yeah, mine's a lot.
Continue to grow.
You won't let me do the monetization because I don't have enough people.
Well, on average, it takes me 4 months to earn $100. I mean, it's very, very, very rare to get rich off of YouTube unless you're one of these weird viral people. And I say that because a lot of the viral ones are weird, but not all of them. I'm going to shut up now so I don't get hate mail.
Yeah, please don't send any to me.
Dang it, Charlie's on my show. I can't help it.
Yeah. The views of the guest host do not necessarily reflect that of the host.
Yeah. She says, I think Tracy is, Katie says, I think Tracy is talking about Gene Messer. Tracy Keaton says, yes, Gene Messer. That's Gene, and the last name is Messer. Yeah, you already said Gene Messer. Oh, I guess she was correcting me. Maybe the chat's slow again tonight.
So here's another cool thing that happened today. Unfortunately, the girl that was doing our pen class had to not do the pen class for the show in May. So we were going to have to cancel our pen class. Well, she called around to some of her friends that also do pens and turning. And there's a girl, or I shouldn't say girl, a woman, who lives in just, I think, Atwater, which is like 30 minutes from Cuyahoga Falls. And she's not going to be doing our class for us. So we will have a pen class after a while.
Pen making can be addicting. I tend to try to one up myself every time I put something out. So I think that's why I stopped doing pens, is I tried all different kinds of ways of doing things, and I think I reached the limit of what I could do. And some people will say, well, keep doing more and you can get better, blah, 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 blah. But then I had been neglecting scroll sawing, and here I am. And they're saying Gene Messer is an Appalachian flat plane wood carver. Katie Dotson says, Tracy, I need to look him up. I'm not sure what a flat plane carver is. Probably your traditional plane. I don't know. A hand tool. Tracy Keaton says he single-handedly brought me out of the biggest 6.5-year-old depression I've ever had. And that's awesome, Tracy, because I can relate. Depression sucks. Any kind of mental problem sucks.
Starting to look like a car.
All right, zoom out so we can see that, if you don't mind. That's totally looking like a car, dude. And you don't have to worry about connecting the rims to the car because they're angled perfectly.
Yeah, I'll fix those eventually. Yeah, I'd like to get in touch with Bear Woods and see if they'd be interested in doing something for the picnic or the expo. I'll have to give them an email. They're out of Canada, though, right?
Yes, I believe it's British Columbia, Canada. What was the first thing you said about them?
Oh, I said maybe they'd want to do something with the expo, but that's kind of far.
Yeah. But it's closer than Texas, and they're coming to Houston.
Sure.
Trace Keaton says he has provided free videos for all of his years with YouTube. I don't think he got much of anything from YouTube. He had no backers. It's hard to get backers regarding like sponsors. I never dreamed I'd ever get one. I've been trying to get scroll saw companies as sponsors, but I don't want to push because I don't like to push. Maybe I should, but I don't. Anyway, Dave Hart says wild pattern looks good, Lee. Jeff Robertson says, Lee, please send me the keys to that car. Katie Dotson says, Tracy, I found him and subscribed. He looks really interesting. Looks can be deceiving. I look interesting, but I'm just weird. I'm kidding. I try to have fun. I think that shows through. Anywho. Okay, I think I'm done multitasking now. Yeah.
Give me 3 steps.
It's already 7 o'clock here. Katie Dodson says interesting can have a broad definition, Charles, and that's very true. Very interesting. Go ahead.
Little cafe. Just the definition of the border.
Now, why my dang webcam won't zoom on when it's active? It'll zoom when I'm not using it.
It's really too bad we can't turn music on while we do this.
Yep. Copyright crap.
Yep. Do you like Nora Jones, Charles?
Who?
Nora Jones.
Nora Jones.
Yeah.
Who is Nora Jones?
I don't know what you call her. I don't know what her genre means. It's jazz, but not really jazz. It's more like jazz, pop jazz.
I can't stand jazz or blues, so I probably heard the name, but don't know anything she does.
You can look her up on YouTube if you want. She's pretty good. She's got a good voice. She was in, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Ted.
The bear?
Ted? Yeah.
Yeah.
She was in Ted when they go on the stage at the end.
Huh. Hell, I don't remember.
That's the best movie. Under buddies for life. Yeah, I'm a big Family Guy fan. I don't know if you like Family Guy, but I'm waiting for Seth MacFarlane to bring back Orville. It's supposed to come back for a second season.
You never know these days. Every time you start to like a show, somebody cancels it.
I know, I'm like bad luck for shows. That's my thing.
No, I like Sons of Anarchy, except that didn't really get canceled. It just ended. I liked a show called The Outsiders or just Outsiders, and it got canceled. And dagnabbit.
Yeah, Sons of Anarchy just ran its last show. It was good.
Yeah, I can't watch the chat right now because my computer's trying to lock up. So if I disappear, that's what's happening. I got that not responding spinning wheel.
Uh-oh. Now if you get that blue screen of death, you'll be in trouble.
I've had that before. So hopefully I'm not missing too much in the chat. Are you still there?
I'm still here, yes.
Okay. I can still hear you, but I guess whenever I can't, you'll know. Come on, computer. Okay, it unfroze.
You need to reboot.
Oh, crap, it's doing it again. No, I'm just hoping it'll work itself out. Rebooting takes too dang long. Probably need a newer computer. I don't know, but add it to the list.
Yeah, I just started watching. I think it's been out for a while, but I just started watching Blind Spot.
Is that the one with a bunch of tattoos on a lady?
Yeah.
I watched two or three episodes, and then I used to watch Blacklist religiously.
Oh, me too. Blacklist was great at first, and then
I just kind of got burned out on it. Yeah, I used to watch way back. I used to watch. Oh God, what's it called? Had that Supernatural? Yeah, Supernatural.
Oh yeah, Lindsay was big on that. She watches it.
And then every episode was about angels or demons, and it just got old. So
yeah, it was just Angel all over again.
Yeah, when it comes to movies, I'm even more picky. Well, I mean, I'll watch dang near any movie, but it takes a lot to impress me. Computer, please stop freezing up. Dagnabbit. That's me cussing, G-rated. I'm going to have to reboot. I'll be back.
Okay, I'm going to go pull up in the chat so I can see it. All right, everybody. Charlie's going to reboot. I'm going to go over to the chat page real quick and pull the chat back. All right, everybody. I got the chat pulled up now so I can see you guys. Let's see what's going on. Taking a breather on the car. Charles is rebooting, so we'll take a breather. See who's here. Hey, Al, how are you? Dusty Nails Workshop. Hello, how are you? Gang of New York. Yeah, Gangs of New York. Yeah, I don't even remember that movie. That was a Leonardo DiCaprio movie, I think, right? Do you scroll the white or the black? The black on the car. So, you think the top should be black inside? Resisting the urge, Al. You said something about a shower. I was going to say something about, yeah, you stink or something like that, but never mind. How come you won't come on the panel, Al? Should be over here, hanging out with us. What's up? Not too much, Rusty. Not too much. I got a bunch of work done today for the picnic, for the expo that we're having in May. And then I've just been working on this GTO the last 3 days. So that's what I've been doing. Am I coming back? I'm not leaving. I was just waiting for Charles to come back. We're still going to do it, Tracy. I'm not leaving. I'm just waiting for Charles. I can't watch the chat and do it at the same time. It's complicated because of the way Gimp is. So I'm just taking a breather until Charles comes back in or somebody else takes over. Al. Hint, hint, Al. Al Forte. Braveheart. Hey, Russ with a Z. That's funny. Rusty. Okay, I just want to show you guys. Look at it. See what this is? This is a smoke alarm. This smoke alarm is the reason you kept hearing chirps in all of my shows. It is now no battery. Oh yeah, Al's taking a shower. That's right. He can't be on the panel if he's taking a shower. Gotcha. Go ahead. No, I'll try to do the car while doing the chat as well. If I don't respond back to you guys right away, it's because of that. Let's see. Watermelon Head. Hello, Watermelon Head. Who are you? I've never seen you in here before. Greetings, Watermelon Head. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, I know, Carl. It comes and goes. It's a stinking internet connection. I want to go beat up Spectrum. What are you going to share with me and see if it's acceptable, Jason? You want the inside black, you said? Let's try that. First, I gotta remove. All right, first I gotta remove this part. And we can test out the doing it black on the inside. See how it looks, Tracy. Tracy Keaton, you want it black? We'll try that out and see how it looks. I don't know how that'll look, but I'm only try it. Experiment with it once. All right, so in order to do this, I'm just using the lasso tool. And I'm just going to bring it up. Ooh, that does look sharp. Yep, Katie Dotson. I like, or not Katie Dotson. What am I saying? Tracy. I do like this in black. I think it looks cool. Gotta see how it looks then once I get it. Yeah, I do like the way this looks in black. I'm gonna try to fix up these other supports. Like, actually, oops. Probably not good to erase the rear view mirror. My bad. Now that I've selected this area, I'm gonna go in here, try to clean up these lines a bit. And Fix this part. Oops.
Better late than never.
Hey, Charles.
That's how long it takes me to reboot. By the way, I don't have controls for your chat, but there's somebody in there I think that's trolling you.
Who's that?
I don't want to say it in case they're not. I'm investigating. Blah, 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 blah. I may be wrong, though.
I may be wrong, but I may be right.
Never mind, he or she is subscribed to a few makers, so it might be a legit person. Not that everybody that watches this show has to be subscribed to makers. I'm just investigating.
Why? What are they doing?
Well, there again, I can't say publicly in case they had no ill intentions. Watermelon Head, would you like to tell us about yourself? Or did you just happen upon this hangout?
Oh. Yeah, I don't know who Watermelon Head is, but...
First comment said yawn.
That's because I yawned.
Oh. Okay, I came in late. Sorry, Watermelon Head, if you're a legit viewer. I just never seen you before, and that makes me leery, and that's not fair to you. So I apologize. Katie saying, I'm not a troll. I've been called a Smurf, though. I've been called worse than that. Again, I mean, no disrespect if that's a legit person. And hello to the folks that weren't here when I left. Rusty Nails, I believe his name is Rusty. No, it's not Rusty. It's something else, but maybe it is. I think Al was in there too. I don't remember who.
Yeah, Al's in here, but he's taking a shower.
Yeah, glad he's not showing us that.
Yes, I don't want to see that live.
Who else jumped in? I believe that's it. Rusty Nails and Al. Scrolly Smurf.
All right, since you were last here, Tracy wanted me to make the inside of the car black.
I always do that. And you're gurgly again.
Like that. I was going to leave it white, but either way, it works.
Tracy, I don't have the tools to do so. I'm not. Only Donna Presley has the tools to do anything.
I should fix that, huh?
Yup. That's something that could be done during a live show?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Oh yeah, Rusty Nails with a Z. I keep forgetting. I mean, I didn't forget.
Yeah, his name's Russ.
Yeah, that's Russ Meadows. Duh. I feel stupid. I'm used to the other Rusty Nails showing up in chats. It's been a while since I've seen Russ Meadows. Dang good friend of mine, and he will be in Houston, I think. He lives near there, so hopefully he'll be at the Houston show April 13th through 15th. Watermelon Head says he's just an old retired guy. I believe the Lincoln Continental had a, I could be wrong, had the gas cap behind the license plate. You
Yeah,
better
there
be
were
in
quite a few
Houston,
that had it.
baby. What was that?
But there were quite a few vehicles that had the license plate gas
Yeah,
cap.
yeah. Somebody was talking about that, and I don't remember which
Cadillac
vehicles
had
had
one.
that. Cadillac.
My grandpa had an old Caddy, like an 80 something, and it had the gas cap behind there.
Yeah, I had a '68 Ford. Katie Dotson's talking about the bright switch for the headlights was on the floor. I had an old '68 Ford truck. Looked like Uncle Jesse's on the Dukes of Hazzard, but it was like Smurf blue.
That's funny. Smurf.
And it had a lighter in it. These days, they don't put lighters in vehicles. That's very smokest.
You should have got the license plate Smurf on.
Watermelon Head says, just learning what I can about Gimp and Inkscape. Cool.
Don't let Charlie scare you off. He's really a nice guy.
Depends on who you talk to.
He's just watching out for me in the chat, so it's all good. Because we do get some knuckleheads from time to time.
Me being one of them, but that's beside the point. Oh, diddly.
Diddly. Are you yawning?
Yes, only because I'm awake.
Am I boring you?
No.
All right.
I'm always tired. My meds make me tired.
Here we go. This should zoom out. Come on. There we go. That looks way better. Yep, good call, Tracy. I think this thing looks better with the black inside. It gives it.
I thought that's what you were going to do anyway.
Not only leave them white, but this would it gives it some depth. Teacher, leave them kids alone. So what I want to know now is this part here. Should I make it black too, you think? See what I'm looking at, Charles?
No, because I'm multitasking and I suck at it. The mirror?
Oh, where my mouse is going though.
Yeah, along the windshield border, the metal part. Are you asking me something or showing me something?
No, I'm seeing if you think I should make. I want to try to experiment and see if I should make this part black too.
Maybe take out the middle line, but I wouldn't necessarily make it black.
Let's see how it looks first.
Okay.
We'll try it first and see what happens.
Let's do what you want to do, just because it's your show.
Are you sure?
It belongs to all of us.
Sometimes I wonder.
I hear you. I wouldn't make it black, but that's just me.
Let's see how it looks once I zoom in.
Okay. You can get away with it, but that piece that you deleted is the metal frame that goes around the window, so it looks more realistic. But I mean, it's up to Katie in the end. Not Katie, Tracy. I just think the if you zoom in and you see the black line that was going down the middle of that metal piece, you could take that one out so it's not crowded. But that was just showing the border. Or you heck, I don't know. Or you can make it black like you did, like I don't know how to say it. I'm better at thinking it than saying it.
I see what it is. I get it now. I had to take a look at it.
It's up to Tracy in the end, since you're making it for her, but you're also designing a pattern for the. Jeff Robinson's talking about food again. I'm gonna get all depressed. Somebody order me a pizza.
Let's not talk about pizza and make me hungry.
You went gurgly again.
Very gurgly, murgly.
Yeah, Katie says making it black messes up the definition, or so I think. And now I'm gurgling through your speakers in an echo. You gargling, both of us.
Very gurgly, murgly.
Katie Dodson's first car was a 64 Sport Fury. Why am I coming through your speakers? I'm so hungry.
What color was your Fury? Was it the color of Christine?
All I've ever had until, well, I've had a bunch of Chevy trucks. I've always loved trucks. I've had a bunch of Chevys, a couple of GMCs, and a couple of Chevy Suburbans. I like Suburbans because they're like built-in camper shell on a truck. Although when I have a pickup, I don't like a camper shell on it. Go figure. But it's like weather-protected long bed pickup. Anyway, I like the look of most 80s Chevy trucks, but I also would love to have an antique truck with all the rounded fender flares and stuff.
Oh yeah, one of those old Chevys.
Yeah, Tracy Keaton says I would bring that wide black line around and leave that edge. And Katie Dodson learned to drive in a 59 Fury.
Just wondering if it looked like Christine. I always wanted a Christine. Ever since I saw that movie.
Yeah, I think she's saying to have the black line that's on the side go carry it all the way across and leave that white border. And you might be doing that, so. Katie Dodson says, yeah, Charles, an old late 40s or early 50s Dodge pickup. Yep. I don't have a preference on a maker when it comes to the older trucks, like, classic trucks, but I had a 99 Dodge Ram, fell in love with it. Then it got old, too many repairs. Now I have a 2012 that I'm paying $325 a month for, which is very hard for me to do. Yeah, Fred Sanford's truck. That was cool. Katie Dodson's dream vehicle is a 52 Dodge Power Wagon.
That'd be a cool ride.
Yeah.
I'd like a Nova.
I know cars are more economical, but I love trucks. And I have a big old beefy pickup. I don't care if it means I'm compensating because I don't care. I like the truck.
You guys call me weird, but I've always wanted a Volkswagen Beetle. I put the meat porn on it like Herbie.
They're definitely economical. Katie Dodson has a 92 Dodge Cummins diesel. Mine's newer. I'm laughing because I went so long with old trucks. I'm laughing with you, not at you.
What is she laughing?
I've never had a diesel vehicle. No, I was laughing at her, but I shouldn't have been. The 2012 is the newest vehicle I've ever had. Before that, it was a 99. Then everything else was in the 80s. Even when it was later than the 80s.
The newest vehicle I've ever had was a 2004 or 2006, which is the one I have right now.
Katie says she loves a truck, but her little Subaru is my dog car. And Dave Hart has a 2004 Hemi Dodge Ram. I love trucks, especially the Dodge Rams.
I have a 2006 Chrysler PT Cruiser.
Chrysler PT Cruiser. And what I like about it is it has 4 doors, you know. That's obviously seating for like 5 or 6. And it has a long bed, and long bed trucks are getting harder to find. And it came with a brush guard and steps, so I was excited about that. But it's killing me monthly, $325. That's, to me, a lot of money.
Is it on gas?
That's decent, not as good as a car. No truck is that I'm aware of, but I've seen worse. But I don't get out a lot, so I don't know how to compare it on gas. Okay, let's say, well, any vehicle, I think when you get below half a tank, the gas goes quicker, but I go through about a quarter of a tank going about 45 miles. So I guess I can tell you, it just depends on where you're driving, I guess. I don't know what GTO meant either, but I'm going to look it up.
Great touring options.
I actually believed you.
I don't know, I was making something up. I know what BMW stands for. Big money wasted.
Gran Turismo. Oh my God, it's gonna be hard to say. Stands for Gran Turismo. I will just copy and paste because that's hard to say. Omogato.
Gran Turismo Omogato.
Mr. Roboto.
Domo.
Okay, I'm pasting it in the chat. That is what GTO stands for. Gran Turismo Omologato. Alrighty then. So the name, which was DeLorean's idea, I'm echoing again through your speakers, was inspired by the Ferrari 250 GTO, the successful race car. It is an Italian abbreviation. Gran Turismo Omologato stands for Grand Tourer Homologated, whatever, which means officially certified for racing in the Grand Tourer class. Alrighty then, so now we all know. But don't ask me to repeat it.
Don't move very much, Mr. GTO. Ah,
I am totally echoing through your speakers. Gurgly.
gurgling, murgly.
Yeah. I never have tested the gas mileage on my truck because I don't get out much.
There, that looked better.
All right, zoomer out. The only thing I would fix is the, okay, if you'll scroll back to the, okay, stay there. This is just my opinion. Zoom back out. Or not.
Well, I'm gonna fix this. It's kind of weird.
Well, the wave on the roof was the first thing that jumped out at me. It needs to be a subtle corner. But the other thing I noticed was at the bottom of the windshield. On that side you're working on the right side. It's so hard to watch somebody else design when when I'm used to designing because I'm seeing all these things I'd be doing if I had the controls.
Okay, now what do you want to show me?
Let me get back over there. Okay, you see how the roof of the car, well, you moved. The roof of the car on that same corner you were working on, it's wavy. It needs to be a subtle curve.
Oh, up here?
See how it dips down? Just continue that top line over to the other line and just kind of make the curve gradual. Not there, the roof of the car.
Yeah, no, I haven't done the roof yet, though.
Oh, I thought you were. Okay.
Yeah. Haven't got through yet.
Oh, Lordy.
Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz?
One piece at a time. It cost me a dime.
That's a good song. Lord.
One of the few. I'm not a Johnny Cash fan.
Mercedes Benz. It's not John Cash. Pretty sure.
Well, I mean, the one piece at a time is Johnny Cash.
Yeah, but I was singing, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz?
Oh. Is that a country song? Wasn't that a female?
Yeah, it was a female singer, and I don't remember her name.
Now I gotta look that up. Dagnabbit.
But at the auto show in Detroit, they put giant banners up and said, "Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes?" All over at the auto show in Detroit. Very funny. Mercedes, BMW, all expensive to fix.
That's Janis Joplin.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave Google open so we can have to keep going back and forth.
Googly moogly.
Guess we're going back into country songs or in songs in general. Well, heck, 3 people in the chat said it was Janis Joplin, so I wasn't quick enough. And now Jeff Robinson has a baked potato with real butter. I don't like you anymore, Jeff.
Which I should ask Al, but I think Twitch allows music now. Because Facebook doesn't allow it, or YouTube, sorry, it doesn't allow music, but I think Twitch does.
Right. Well, I know Al has had music on in the background of his. Okay, you kind of lost me there, Sparky. Maybe I just don't know what you're doing.
talking to me?
Yeah. I guess you're just correcting that line. Okay.
Yeah, just
That tells you how much I know about Gimp.
fixing.
There you go. Now you got to get rid of that part that dips below that box, but you probably will be doing that.
Just a fixing it. But it's me, Mario.
Am I showing on the panel screen?
Yeah, I think you should be.
Okay, because I don't want to steal your thunder, but I want to go. Well, I was going to show the two designs I've done of the 65 GTO, but I didn't want to interrupt your broadcast.
Let's take a breather and I'll show you.
Okay, you're gargling, so I can't understand you.
So let's take a breather and let Charles show you his car.
Okay, but you're presented, so they wouldn't see it. You're presented, so they wouldn't see it. I don't think.
But I still clicked on you.
Yeah, but if you're presented, it doesn't matter who you click on.
They see you, but they see you really small.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Okay. Great giggly mooglies. This is good. This gives me a chance to get some water.
And Watermelon Head says that was a slap in the face to Ferrari. Tracy Keaton says, I love that car. I loved it when I owned it. It will always remind me of my. It would always remain my favorite out of all. I put $8,000 into that car the first 2 years I had purchased it. After I had purchased it. Okay, am I on the?
It's not presenting myself.
Okay, it does have me on the screen now. This is not still Lee's thunder. I talked about last night how I got inspired to start working on whatchamacallit. That's my two designs. 1 3/4 rear, 1 3/4 front. And I have it blurred so nobody can steal it, but I simplified the grill a little bit and put GTO right there.
I hate you.
Why do you hate me?
Because how long did it take you?
This one, believe it or not, took for freaking ever. Cars can take a while. I know you know that, but this one is sitting in the grass, so I sort of showed grass there. But anyway, that was off of. That was from this photograph. So that's kind of a comparison. I mean, I had to kind of be generic with the detail on the right. And I had to zoom in really, 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 really close to see how to do the grill without all the stuff behind it. So I just did the vertical lines and I lessened the amount of horizontal lines. And that's another example of a souped up because it says Pontiac Racing on the thing. Whenever I do a vehicle, unless I'm trying to be funny, I'll usually leave the license plate blank for somebody to customize. This one's a little smaller of a thumbnail. So that's where we're at. And I think I have one more. I think this is the photograph you started from, isn't it? Are you there, Lee? Anyway, I think, yeah, because that looks like the same hubcaps or rims. I guess Lee's not with us, but I think this is the source photo he worked from. And this is actual size photograph. I love huge photo views. Yeah, huge pictures to work from because you can zoom in and see the detail. So this will probably be my next one. And Lee and I have talked about it. You know, you can have the same source photograph and get two different results or whatever. But that's where we're at. That one was this one. I don't have the source photo for the rear view. Lee, are you back yet? I guess not. So I have to monitor the chat myself. That is rude. I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm thinking that blue one's the source photo that Lee had. And I will try to get that done tonight. But and let me check the chat.
Shit.
What do you mean you can't believe I came up with a whole different one?